Hello, you guys. How are you all? Thank you guys for being here. Holy cow, y'all. It's been a day for me. I had to drive about an hour to go school shopping, which was not a successful shopping trip. I think we got a lunchbox, and that's it. And I just got home like 10 minutes ago. And yeah, so I got a couple things. I'm mad because I got this outfit that was like a two piece, and someone like snuck and changed the sizes. Had me really mad. But anyways, how are you guys and what are you up to today? Hey Melissa, thank you. Hey Jen. Hey East Texas Chick. Hey Foxfire Nadie. Hey Carol Freaking Claus. Hey Stephanie. Hey Mal. Hey Tiff. Mary Jane Doe. Tony B. Hey MK. Cool Gamer. Chitty Chatty Meg. Candy Cane. Hey Cray Cray. Let's see. Glow Bug. Hello, Leo. Trap Mafia. Wicked West. Thank you guys for being here. Well, I was looking. Hey, Brandy. East Texas Chick. Hey, Connie. Hey, Wilby. Neat Noodle. I think I said hi to you. Now they're running together, y'all. I'm going to mess up. But no, I was looking at some of the things on Crime Online. There were several updates about Rachel Morin I hadn't seen before. And there were some other cases too. I thought that we might as well just hang out and go through some of the latest news stories. It's one of my favorite things to do with you guys because I don't know, it's more laid back. We're kind of just like for other shows, and I'm getting things in order and having, trying to pull together different articles and TikToks and Twitter posts and images and putting things on maps or even making graphics and stuff. And for this, it's pretty easy. We just hang out and go through all the things happening together. So yeah, I'm excited to do that. Good to see you, Mary Jane Doe. So let me see. What do you guys do today? Let's see. Good to see you, Wilby. Hey, Crazy Mama. Hey, B Crumbs. Hello, Pamela. Hey, Aussie True Crime. Hey, Crime Sleuthin. Hey, Adrian. West Virginia Jules. Rainbow Mom. Mama 4. Hey, Aaron. Hey, Deb. Good to see you. All right. Let's see. Hey, Cray Cray. Also, Nay, will you do me a huge favor and drop the my second channel? So I have another channel. It's called Real Talk with Alex. And really, we talk about everything over there. I mean, what happens when you die, aliens, celebrity conspiracies, just hangouts, just all the things. Yeah, and I want to be clear about something. We're going to get into true crime news, and that is what we're going to talk about today. But I want to say something really quickly. So, on Real Talk with Alex, I know there was a live on the channel Deets on the Streets, and there was there's been a lot of talk about it. Many different creators have went through, going through the poll answers and stuff like that. And the day before her live, I did a post on Real Talk with Alex, and it was about, I just was curious how you guys feel about creators that do about money and stuff. It was a general post. I had no idea the live was going to happen. It was about, honestly, like no one specific person. So I want to make that very clear because there's a lot of people that do it a lot. And yes. So, hey, on the case with Jeannie. All right. Hey, Royal Blue. Anybody I miss? Hello. Hey, Ava. Putting away groceries. I meant to go grocery shopping today, but I did not. Hey, Rena. Good to see you. I was honest and maybe a tad harsh, but that's how I feel. I think it's interesting to get people's opinions on this. And I think I'm harsh with my opinion too. I'll be honest, I'm not a huge fan of it at all. I think that occasionally, and especially specifically, if there's like an important issue or something, I'm okay with, no matter what. It's just something I wouldn't do, and I'm not a huge fan of. I think, it varies in degrees from someone who really may need something and they're honest about it and, they do it once versus you have channels. I mean, there's a lot of it happening. So I'm just truly not a huge fan of it, especially when it's like tied in with true crime. I've said this though on my channel for months and months and months, and it's not about anyone specifically. So I just want to make that really clear. But okay, so let's go ahead. Let me pull up Crime Online. Here we go. I do not believe in them asking. See, crazy mama, I'm more along the lines of that. Now, I get if there's like a big emergency or something like that. But, that's that. And truly needs help, you can either help, pray, turn the channel, or just leave it alone. Yeah, and I think it depends. And I just think it's an interesting conversation. Like, I made that post before that live ever happened, and it was just something I was kind of thinking about. They are, Rena. It's for everything, too. I mean, everything. Like I said in the post, from school supplies to vacations to medical things. And, it's just, and it's something I wanted to talk about. So, Hey, Lynn. Just got home from driving for 5 hours to buy some rims for my foxy body. Your fox body? What's that? It makes me so tired. I said foxy body. Hey, Candace, it takes away from why we're here. Yeah, and I just wanted honest opinions. I don't, we're not going to get into it here. It's probably better suited for that channel. And I really want to talk to you guys about these cases. There are some crazy ones. And like I said, there's like 3 different ones on Rachel. There's a new Nancy Grace podcast about Rachel. So my friends and family are constantly asking for money. Yeah, it's a thing. But hey, Brandywine and True Crime. There's too much hate on this subject. Well, I mean, it's like with anything else, though. Even when we talk about just exploiting some of these cases or the misinformation or just anything people have a problem with, it's like, should you talk about it? When do you call it out? And also, who are we to call somebody else out at the end of the day? But then if you don't and you're silent, like, what does that mean? And then you have this like internal battle over it. I do anyways. So, But let me go ahead and start because we're going to, this top story, I think, is perfect for some of the stuff we've been talking about with Crime Time with Mel's latest live with Gracie. And then with the case we talked about yesterday, Katie Schneider. I want to talk about this one. So, and they're like, there's 3 with Rachel we're going to go through in a moment when we get to them. We'll just scroll through, and when we get to it, we'll talk about it. One of them is a Nancy Grace podcast. I would be very interested in listening to that podcast. However, I think that even the title of the article is just not factually, I don't know that it's factually true. So, to each their own. We should be able to speak on it. I mean, damn, I agree, crazy mama. I think that we should. It's just a conversation and kind of seeing how people think and feel. Back in the days, asking for money and grasping up to police was a big no-no. Now it's a way of love and people love it. Hey, Lolo. Anaphylaxis, hello. I get that YouTube is a job for some and a hobby for others. Hold on. But if you do a really good job, people will give. No one should ever feel obligated. Hey, Tamara. All right, I'm going to skip ahead just because. Hey, Avery. So we can go ahead and get started. I don't like missing comments, but I think that then they get offended if you bring it up. Well, like I said, my post was not about anyone specifically. I've always been honest with my thoughts on this, and it has not changed. I've been vocal about it publicly and privately, and that's the truth. I'm not going to not be honest with you guys about how I feel about it in order to make someone else comfortable. If they're uncomfortable with it, then that must be something with themselves or internally, and that's that. So, all right. Teen met man online, fatally shot him in Vegas hotel room. A 17-year-old girl who allegedly shot and killed a man she met online in a Las Vegas hotel room and then fled with his wallet and car contends the death was an accident. What? And then fled with his wallet and car? Authorities say Emma Cusack murdered the 36-year-old Charlie Satrastugi in the early morning hours of June 29th on the Vegas Strip. He had traveled to Sin City from California, and for 2 months prior, him and this young lady had been talking, Emma. They met on Bumble, the dating app where female users initiate communication with matches. She was 17 at the time of the shooting, but has since turned 18. Why is a 36-year-old man meeting with a 17-year-old online? I'm sorry, I don't like it. Hey, Queen of Hearts. Happens in Vegas, stays in Vegas. My opinion, creators can have membership, super chats, turn on, post their cash apps, leave it up to the viewer to choose what they want to do. Hey, Mesera. She looks 12. Hey, Queen Olive. Hey, Libra Moon. Thank you guys for being here. I'm sorry, a 36-year-old man, I just don't like that at all. Cusack allegedly told police that she and him, Stratus, I'm not even going to try to say his last name. Her and, what was his first name again? Her name was Emma, but his was Charlie. Okay. So Emma allegedly told police that she and Charlie drank 8 shots of vodka in his hotel room the day before the deadly incident. He also showed the girl his handgun and said he enjoyed hunting. The teen told investigators that they went to bed around 1 a.m. and he woke her up at 3, complaining that she was coughing too much. She then said she went to the bathroom and began to cry because she didn't have anywhere else to go. He reportedly allowed her to return to the bed or to the room, and they went back to bed. What happened next is not known publicly because police blacked out parts of the report. However, at some point, Emma said she got clothed and returned to the bathroom to cry. Also, she was laying in bed naked with this freaking, oh my God. She also reached out to a friend. The teen told police that she and Charlie argued that she thought he was going to attack her, so she took hold of his handgun and shot him. Around 8 a.m., Emma called police and told an operator that she shot and killed someone inside the hotel and casino before fleeing. Officers responded to a room on the 12th floor and found his body with 2 gunshot wounds to his head. Emma turned herself in, telling police, "I didn't mean to do it." She later changed her account of what happened, alleging that he wanted her to leave the hotel room, so she grabbed his gun and told him to give her his shit, according to the police report. In this version of the story, Emma said Charlie lunged for the gun and she impulsively shot him. She then grabbed his car keys, wallet, and multiple phones and took off in his car. She dumped the gun at an undisclosed location. She's charged with open murder. What is that? Open murder, robbery, and grand theft. A judge denied her bail. She goes in court again on the 21st of August. So this young lady, quite interesting. I mean, an accident happens and you steal all their shit and run. I mean, I don't know. Probably not the best way to deal with it. Hey, Maria. Hey, Tess. Good to see you, ladies. Is my nerve too bad? And I talk back and cuss a lot. That is very true, Rena. I thought about that. So true. Yeah, 20 years. Exactly. Disgusting. Absolutely damn disgusting. Hey, Lindsay. Good to see you. Okay, so let's continue because we got a few. Thank you, Victoria. There's actually, I was surprised at how many stories there were I wanted to talk about with you guys. So let me get back to it. Was she still drunk? I don't know. Hey, Merb. Definitely, if you guys don't mind, you can drop the links to the channels in here. And remember, Nay, you have the music and Nay. And then, Crazy Mama is just crazy. And then you guys, I think, know the rest. So here is where Nancy is promoting her podcast about Rachel. She says, Crime Stories with Nancy Grace. Hiker mom, Rachel Morin, found naked in pool of blood, side of face gone. Now, did I miss something? Because I don't know where this is coming from. If, it comes from that man who came forward about it, I don't believe that I would count too much on that. Oh, my God. Actually, remind me, because I need to show you guys a screenshot that is about her ex-husband, but I'll do it after we get like through the last story about her today. So investigators looking into the shocking death of 37-year-old Rachel Morin have been tight-lipped on how the mom of five died, the type of injuries she sustained, or whether she was fully clothed or not. They're also pushing back on comments made by Michael G., who claims his stepdaughter Cecilia found the body. He said Cecilia saw Morin's body first and began hyperventilating. Police told her to sit down, and she did in a big pool of blood. He says Rachel was lying on her back, fully naked, and she had brutal head trauma. It looked like her head had been smashed with a rock. Now, he came out, there was a very graphic article about this. We didn't go over. And by the way, Tiff, we're going to talk about that story with the doctor tonight too. It's in Crime Online on here, and I think that's the best way to talk about it, because it's really graphic and disturbing, but I do think it's important to talk about. The sheriff's office said Michael G. had no firsthand knowledge of the crime scene. He came into my comment section and said, "This is Michael G. I wish people would stop saying that my stepdaughter was a friend of Rachel's and stop saying that I found her or something. You guys can go look at it. I live here about 7 minutes from the trail, and 1,000,000% false info being spread around." I remember that, Destiny, and thank you for being here. Hey, Ellen, good evening. Oh, Music City Mom. I was not talking about anyone in specific because truly, like, so I came from the Watts Island community. I did not come from Krama. That's not true. I didn't even know it existed when I started my channel until an incident happened that introduced me to the world of Krama. And I will say that a lot of the creators that I've noticed lately are kind of in that community that like inspired my post. But there's a lot of them, you know. Oh, thank you, Nay. Thank you. I heard her boyfriend coming forward with DNA. I heard that too. Didn't the police comment saying that guy didn't find her or see her? They did. They said that he had no which we just read that in an article, but no firsthand knowledge. So, happy birthday, Titanic Blinky. Happy birthday. Oh, thank you, Nate, for the 5 memberships so much. Thank you. And thank you, Rena. No, StreamYard, they finally got it together and we can see the membership milestones, but that's it. How do they know she was naked? Avery, I don't know. It's a lot of creators, actually. It is a lot. People do it in many communities. Hey, caffeinated, caffeinated cat lady. Okay. Yes, happy birthday. And thank you again, Nate. And thank all you guys for being here. So I find it interesting, Nancy Grace, they use this title like this when police have already come out and said he had no knowledge of the scene. So it just feels wrong. I got to be honest. I don't like it. I don't like it. But let's continue because we got a lot. Actually, here's the top of another one on Rachel, and we'll go here next. So hiker mom Rachel Morin in several dating sites went to gym and spray tan before murder. The Maryland mother who was found murdered on a hiking trail last weekend had profiles on multiple dating apps. Let's look at the New York Post, which is where they have gotten this information. Before grisly murder as new details emerge of her final hours. On the afternoon of her death, Rachel stopped at Glow, the bronzing studio on Red Pump Road in Bel Air for her daily spray tan at 2 p.m. A source close to the salon told the Post all employees there knew her in the late month. However, that same week, she went public with this new romance with Richard Tobin. After touching up her tan, she told the salon workers she was headed off to the gym. Tobin confirmed in a now-deleted Facebook comment they went to the gym together. The Post has since discovered the couple went to Planet Fitness, where Morin is a black card holder who can use any of the company's facilities. Tobin's home gym is the Rock Spring Road location, which is located around the corner from the tanning salon. Employees were unable to confirm if Morin had visited on Saturday, the same day she went missing. An employee told the Post that Morin mainly used the Abington location, which is 8 miles up the road off the Bel Air bypass. When contacted, the staff there referred the Post to the company's corporate team, who declined to comment. Tobin, who has since made his social media pages private, also revealed in a now-deleted comment he dropped her off at home shortly before 5. Morin then went to the hiking trail and was last spotted sometime between the hours of 6 and 7:30. So this is Glow, that tanning place that she went to. Why would someone tan then work out instead of, I don't know. It's interesting. Like, you wouldn't think you'd want to get sweaty with the spray tan. Hey, Legendary. Mama Bear. I love how the media and some creators point out when a victim was on any dating sites, like they were asking for weirdos to stalk or hurt them. Yeah. I mean, it's interesting just because it gives us more idea of who could have been like targeting her. However, I don't like when it seems like they did something wrong. Hey, Leonard Amber. So the stepfather of the girl who discovered it told the Daily Mail it looked like her head had been smashed in with a rock. The police, we know, have said that is not true. Hartford County Sheriff's Office has announced they are looking for 5 witnesses who were on the trail during those hours. There were 3 men, 2 women, and 2 dogs, or 2 men, 3 women, and 2 dogs. She was in wonderful shape. Look at her. My goodness. Tobin said on Facebook she'd been missing since 7 p.m. and the children started looking for her at 9. People speculated he may have been at a AA meeting, but when contacted by the Post, the Mann House said they had no comment. And of course, they're not going to do that because they want to keep things private. So that is all for this article on it. And like I said, I think there is one more we're going to go through when we get to it. A days-long manhunt in North Georgia. Oh, God almighty. Child sex crimes, y'all. I'm already feeling my blood pressure rising. Meaning they don't know if it was one big group or 2 groups. Mallory, I don't know. That's what I was wondering just now. I don't know. I think that that's not what I took from it, but I did take that they thought it was a group of people. But maybe I'm wrong. The way that, I need to see the police's actual comment on that. God help you if your children have different fathers. Oh my God, the shame. Mine do. Thank God. But no, my children are perfect and I'm just kidding. But I don't like that. Hey, Mallory, Catherine. So here we go. Camp Pendleton Marine charged with SA of a minor after a missing 14-year-old girl is found in his barracks. A Marine who was detained and questioned after a missing 14-year-old was found in his California barracks has been charged with SA of a minor. Military police at Marine Corps Base Camp Pendleton found the girl on June 28th, more than 2 weeks after she was reported missing by her grandmother. Oh my God. Captain Chuck Palmer of the 1st Marine Logistics Group said at the time that a Marine with Combat Logistics Battalion 5 was taken into custody and questioned about his involvement. Neither the girl nor the Marine have been identified. Military prosecutors have charged the Marine with allegations of sexual assault of a minor and violating liberty restriction from a prior unrelated case. So the teen's grandmother reported her missing on June 13th. She ran away from home 4 days earlier, and she's been returned to her grandmother now. But that is, unbelievable. Hey, Wolfie. Thanks, Nate, for dropping that. Oh, God. This one, I was like, what? This is in another country, but I've seen cases like this before. I'm going outside, so in case I echo for a second going through the hall. But there was a case from Russia that I covered a couple years ago when I first started, and it was about this streamer, a live streamer who, murdered his girlfriend on a stream. But he did it. She was a willing participant of like this sick torture game that he did with her, and it was pretty dark. But this is another instance of a streamer who murders their spouse on live. This happened on Instagram too, if I remember correctly. Hey, Melissa Jade. Good to see you, beautiful. I heard you finally got your stuff that I sent to Woofy. I'm so glad. Hey, Chica. Melissa Jade, I think has a live at 9 tonight. And yeah, definitely. I'm going to drop the link. You guys go check it out. And tomorrow night, Bindi is doing a roast of the Watts case with Dr. B, and I am so excited. And then, yeah, if you guys don't mind, you can drop the other links of the people that come in here. Okay, so bodybuilder live streams execution of ex-wife on social media. Oh, you are beautiful, legendary CEO. For sure. Even though I've never seen you, you're beautiful on the inside, you know? Thank you, Nay. With Dr. B, I know, I can't wait either. I'm very excited. I love her roast too. Okay, so a Bosnian bodybuilder shot and killed his ex-wife live on Instagram on Friday, then went on a killing rampage that left 2 more people dead, including a child, before he killed himself. Nerman Solijmanovic, 35, filmed multiple videos of his spree in the town of Gradicac, beginning his live stream by telling his 12,000 viewers, were they 12,000 watching live? They were going to see a live execution. We're going to go to the New York Post for a moment because I like to see the original reports. Bodybuilder live streams execution of ex-wife before going on shooting rampage. He says, quote, "Are you watching?" Oh my God. People are nuts, Doopsie Daisy. Okay. A Bosnian bodybuilder live streamed the brutal murder of his ex-wife on Instagram Friday before going on a shooting rampage that ended with taking his own life. Nerman, we're going to call him just Nerman. Nerman, 35, filmed at least 3 videos documenting the violent spree that left 3 innocent people dead and 3 more injured in the northeastern town of Gradicac. The horror started on Friday morning when Nerman posted a video on Instagram telling his followers that they would witness a live execution. Then he turns the camera to his ex-wife, whose face is bloodied and disfigured from injuries. Oh my God. Look, when you're dealing with a whore who reports you to the police, he tells his viewers in a chilling clip as a child can be heard crying in the background. Hey, Riddler. Mal. What? How am I supposed to say it? Am I saying it right? With a child crying in the background. That just makes me furious. Officials said later some 12,000 people watched the slaying live. This is him in the picture. Wow, you guys. Wow. I'm surprised your business didn't do that too, Mallory. So Nerman then tells his followers that he is the child's father and that his ex-wife had hidden the toddler from him for more than a week and had reported him to the police for domestic violence. Here, watch the murder live now. Nice and easy. Are you watching? He says to the camera before firing a bullet into a woman's forehead. He then turns the camera to record the child lying on the floor. Here, someone come and save the child. Moving on. The bodybuilder and fitness instructor then filmed at least 2 more live videos on the social media app while being pursued by the police, telling his viewers that he killed 2 others off camera. The pair was later identified as a man and his young son. Nerman also wounded a police officer, another man, and a woman at various locations through Graticac while on the lam. I have no words to describe what happened today in Graticac, said Nerman Niskic, a different Nerman, the prime minister of the Bosnian Federation. The murderer took his own life in the end, but no one can bring back the lives of the victims. Nerman committed suicide after being located before being apprehended. Authorities did not immediately reveal a motive for the shocking crime, but said Nerman's ex-wife, who has not been identified, has reported him for threats and violence in the past. He also had a criminal record with past arrest on drug smuggling and assaulting an officer or attacking an officer. He was a member of a drug gang when he was arrested in 2013 for selling pot and heroin. The United Nations stands horrified by the fact that the murder of a female victim was live streamed via a social network, which is one of the latest in a streak of femicide and severe cases of gender-based violence in Bosnia and Herzegovina. So, meanwhile, some followers who commented with supportive messages across his social media could face legal consequences, the prosecutor warned. Wow. Unbelievable. He says, "Are you watching?" That is just freaking horrific. Hold on just a moment, you guys. Okay, the kids ran through here. I feel bad for the child. I do too, but thank God he didn't take their life. Oh, thank you, Lori. Thank you. I appreciate that. Ooh, welcome, Chica. I'm listening, DoorDashing my way back home from my oh my God, Shauna. I am so sorry. I am so happy, though, that you were able to finally get that taken care of, because I know that you were talking about coming up with the money and stuff, and I am so sorry for your loss. Oh, Mal, member for 4 months. Thank you. How in the world did the Insta stream not get shut down immediately? I don't know. How sad. Thank you, Lori. Oh, thank you. That is so sweet. Thank you. And thank you, Nay. Thank you guys for letting me know. Very sweet. Hey, Caddy Sunny. All right, let's continue. This was horrific, though. Oh, my God. Yeah. We're going to go back to Crime Online and keep going through some of these. I definitely want to talk about this one, okay? The cool mom. The cool mom. How many of you guys know the cool mom? Because let me tell you what, the cool mom ain't fucking cool. The cool mom ruins lives, including her own kid's life. The cool mom is how I ended up ever using drugs in the first place, because the cool mom was like, "Hey, I know you've tried smoking weed. You should try this." I was only 14 years old. Now, it was my choice. I'm not blaming her. Oh, Queen Olive, that's awesome. However, the cool mom ain't cool. So let me just say that. Don't ever be the cool mom. Thank you, MK. Thank you. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I'm a stern mom, yeah. I mean, I want to have fun with them and stuff sometimes, but I'm not the cool mom. I'm never going to be their friend. That is just never going to happen. A California mom accused of throwing drunken sex parties for teens at her multi-million-dollar house was jumped by 5 inmates in a jail dorm last fall. Shannon O'Connor, who is awaiting on trial on 39 counts, including child endangerment and child molestation, was taken to a hospital for treatment for injuries to her face and head. The attack was captured on surveillance and lasted for 16 minutes or seconds, 16 seconds. Remember, I told you guys a minute long fight is a long time, much longer than we just talked about this the other day. O'Connor was arrested in late 2021, accused of having wild alcohol-fueled parties with kids between the ages of 13 and 15. The reason I wanted to take a second to talk about this for two reasons. Number one, the cool mom, it like caused me so many issues in my life, and I'm so against it. Like, I literally the other day thought about making a post on about this. So I definitely want to take the opportunity to say that. The second thing that I want to say is, this is what happens when you hurt kids. This is what happens. Rain and green up in here. Thank you, guys. You are so sweet. Oh, Carol freaking Claus. Thank you. Thank you. You guys are too good to me. When I say that, I mean it. Too good. 14, you should blame her. I'm blaming her. Well, I mean, even her own daughter, she did it to her too. And she's still to this day, dependent on methadone and things like that. And she ruined a lot of lives. I hope she knows that. Don't be the cool dad either. Now I can see what a loser my friend's dad was. Right. Now that you're grown up. I love you guys. I really do. And appreciate you guys. I really, really do. All I'm seeing is green. I'm a cool mom. Cool as in knowing cool ways to do hair and always finding fun things to do. Exactly, Amber. You can be cool like that. That's different. But you still, you can't be their friend. Like, I think that we want to, but exactly. I was a parent first, friend and cool sometimes. Exactly. Tiff says, I don't want to be the cool mom. And if I am, then I'm doing something wrong. I don't want to be the cool mom either. Cool mom ain't cool at all. Okay, so this one I saw earlier. It's just sad. Lonely mom dies inside club while celebrating her own birthday. A Queens mom collapsed while celebrating her 35th birthday last month in an illegal after-hours club where workers dragged her into a back room and left her instead of calling 911. Video that circulated on social media showed people slapping an unresponsive Stephanie in the face, the New York Post reported. So again, we're going to go look here because I think it's just better to look at the original source. There's usually more information, and yeah. Mom partying inside illegal club, dragged into back room and left for hours. So here's a memorial they've got set up outside of the club. Bystanders slapping her in the face, apparently to revive her, before hauling her off the dance floor by her arms. The bartender at the club, which does not have a liquor license, sent a picture of an unconscious Quinones to her mom in Florida and began texting with her sister who lives in the Bronx. Come get your drunk sister, she said she was told. On her birthday, you guys, celebrating her birthday, Wynn Gonzalez, who said she didn't realize how dire the situation was, arrived 2 hours later and finally called 911. Club employees fled and locked her inside, where she discovered her sister was dead. Absolutely disgusting. It sort of reminds me of Trent Claus, which reminds me of you. I was never a cool dad unless it came to sports. Yep, exactly, Brandy. It is so true. Well, me too, honestly. Lisa, unbelievable. Okay. I just don't understand how you can do this to anybody, even if they didn't know her. Wonder how long it took for a 911 call. Please say a prayer for my daughter. Oh no, Lori. I am so sorry. Found a tumor in her abdomen. They think it's cancer. She's 28 years old. Oh God. I hope they get it and they get it all and that's okay. Because there's a lot of people that things like that happen and they get it, they take care of it, and they're just fine. And I hope that's how it goes. Keep us posted, Lori. I was doing compressions on a dead person, Gonzalez said. Everyone left me alone. No one even had the decency to stay. She stepped outside to hail down the approaching ambulance and then went back inside to her sister. But by the time the first responders made it down the block, workers had locked the club's door. They all left because they did not want to be the one when the cops got called. She said, "Oh my God Almighty. Trigger warning." They put a still shot of the video. I cannot believe they dragging her around the dance floor like that by her arm, smacking her in the face. This just infuriates me. Oh my God. And I'll tell y'all, just buckle up and trigger warning, because when we get to the story about the doctor at the hospital, it is horrific and it will just piss you off. I'm just telling you. Horrible. It is so shitty. My daughter is always saying, "Mommy, you're so mean because I won't let her have ice cream or cookies for breakfast. I would rather be a mean mom that looks out for their kids." Me too, Amber. That's exactly how I am. When my cousins were here, their kids were like eating Oreo or tons of Reese cups, and Bentley's like, "You can't have any more. That's 4 is too many. That's too much sugar." And it's like, Bentley, you're not their boss. You're not allowed to have them like that. But yes, Mal, with the baby. The one that I think I sent it to you, actually. Thank you, everyone. Much needed. She'll be in the hospital for 5 days. People are weird. Always turned into the mom taking care of drunk friends. Well, people need somebody like that, you know? Oh, Midwest Meemaw, that's awesome. She was taken to Mount Sinai Hospital after paramedics arrived, her sister said, and the NYPD said they were investigating a person declared dead on arrival at the location of the club on that night. Although they did not identify her by name, someone would still have their mother if they just called 911. The thing that hurts me the most is not only did they not call 911, but it was cruel to have me go over there giving me the hopes that she was alive and then locking you in to do CPR by yourself. That is absolutely disgusting. Adding to their grief, her family and friends later found video on social media showing her lifeless on the dance floor. The Instagrammers are circulating all this shit. Family, friend, and activist said they're all taking video and they do everything but call 911. That is, there's her 12-year-old daughter. My God. See, this one like hits me close to home because, excuse me, my ex brother-in-law. Hold on just a second, you guys. Oh, we do? I heard him. I wondered if that was.
You want that?
No, thank you. Okay, sorry, you guys. This one hits close to home though because my ex brother-in-law, when after like the opiate crisis hit in West Virginia really bad, then we had like the heroin crisis when doctors quit writing pills, and it was before fentanyl was so bad like it is now. It was pretty much unheard of, but he was an addict, and his friends, he overdosed on fentanyl and they threw him out in the yard of some stranger up in Morgantown. And it was just horrific to see everyone go through that and just to witness and know that somebody you know and cared about was treated that way, and their own friends who, guess what? This dude was on Social Security. He had a lot of issues. It was the day he got his check and there wasn't a damn dollar in his pocket. So they made sure to take everything out of his pockets and then they dump him in the damn yard. It's just disgusting. Hey, Crumb Curious. Hey, One Who Sees. Exactly, MK. Hey, Missy's Angels. So, I know. It was horrible. It was horrific. I just have a major fentanyl problem in Ontario. I don't understand how you do that to people, you know? They got family, they got people who love them. So, lonely mom dies insect. I mean, how sad. While celebrating her own birthday. Just the title of that is. Ugh. Okay. Defrocked priest absconds to Italy with Alabama teen as police investigate reported romantic relationship. Okay, the other story about Rachel, actually, we actually kind of talked about it when we just talked about her, was about the potential witnesses. Um, so we'll click on that in a moment, but since we just talked about it, let's continue going because I do have a couple other things I really do want to make sure to show you. Shooting at Florida Home Depot. Oh, dear God, this one's going to make me mad. We're going to read about the mom and the baby that was not being taken care of at all. I just want to look for just a second and see. We talked about Alexi Sue in the hospital. I just cannot get over that. Where is the story about the hospital? Because I know I saw it earlier because I usually will go through and look at everything we're going to look at and talk about. I'll find it regardless. So let's just look at this one first and then I'll go get that one. So here. Mom arrested after baby found with infections and blocked urethra. A 32-year-old Indiana woman has been arrested after her 2-month-old daughter was found underweight and malnourished and living in horrible conditions. The Vanderburgh County Department of Child Services received a call about an infant being neglected at the home of Cassandra Roy. She had a history with the department. Roy refused to allow a DCS case manager to look at the child, so she was taken from the home. The case manager reported the home was filthy and the little girl was taken to the ER. Police say she had several rashes, including severe diaper rash, a yeast infection on her neck, and her urinary tract was nearly closed, and it may require surgery. She appeared to be on drugs and had not taken the infant to the doctor since her birth. She was charged with neglect and is being held on bond. I don't understand. There are so many people who would take damn good care of kids, It's just ridiculous. But let me find an article on this hospital thing somewhere else because I'm wondering why it's taken down. Trigger warning, it is quite graphic. I've been debating myself over the last couple of days if I wanted to talk about it with you guys. I sent it to Nay, now a couple people. Wolfie actually sent it to me first. Oh, Amanda Carroll sent it to me too after that. So I know many of you guys have heard about it. Okay, we'll read this article first, and then I want to pull the article up about the staff being supposedly tight-lipped. So this is just horrific. I cannot imagine what this poor mother is going through. It's her first baby. Hey, Crafty Chris, here you are, Wolfie. So, okay. Police investigating lawsuit filed after baby allegedly decapitated during delivery at a Metro Atlanta hospital. Warning, the details of this story are graphic. Police are hated during delivery on July 9th. Oh, actually, Tiff sent me this today. Tiff, I forgot about that. So, yeah. Sorry, my brain just works that way. Sorry. It was during delivery on July 9th. Was filed in Clayton County against Southern Regional Medical Center. According to the complaint, 20-year-old Jessica Ross's water broke at 10 a.m. on July 9th, and she went to the emergency department at Prime Healthcare Service in Riverdale. At approximately 8:40 p.m., she was fully dilated and instructed to begin pushing. The complaint says the baby stopped descending due to shoulder dystocia while being delivered vaginally, and Dr. Tracy Julian reportedly attempted to deliver the baby vaginally using different methods, including applying traction to the baby's head. Just checking on you guys for a second. I'll keep that one up there. Okay, sis, have a good day, babe. After not being able to deliver the baby, Dr. St. Julian reportedly decided to perform a stat cesarean emergency C-section at 11:49 p.m. The baby's body and legs were then delivered at 12:11 a.m., and the head was delivered vaginally. The lawsuit claims that Dr. St. Julian did not tell Ross and her family about the decapitation when she spoke to them at approximately 5 a.m. July 10th. The lawsuit also claims that the hospital discouraged Ross and the baby's father from seeking an autopsy, saying a free autopsy was not an option for them under the circumstances. Instead, they encouraged the couple to have their son cremated instead of being sent to a funeral home. I'm getting pissed already. I do not understand this. Melissa, oh my God. Horrible. Didn't tell her when she talked to them at 5 a.m. Fuck you, Dr. St. Julian. Hey, I'm not a professional over here. I'm just a mom who likes true crime, and that's just the way I feel. When Ross and Taylor demanded to see and hold their child, the baby was reportedly tightly wrapped in a blanket, and his head was, quote, propped on top of his body to conceal the fact he was decapitated. The family was ultimately told about the decapitation by the funeral home, according to the lawyer, and thank God that is how they found out. Thank God. Hey, Relevant Truth. The lawsuit alleges Dr. St. Julian failed to practice according to medical standards when she grossly negligently applied excessive traction on the baby's head and neck and grossly negligently failed to do a C-section in a timely and proper manner, resulting in his name was Trevion decapitation and death. The lawsuit also says Premier Woman's OBGYN is liable for the grossly negligent acts and omissions of its employee on or about July 9th. Additionally, several nurses are also being accused of gross negligence because they reportedly did not follow proper procedure once it was determined a shoulder dystocia had occurred. The nurses owed an independent duty to Ross and her baby. The complaint is asking Ross and Taylor to be compensated for the suffering and death of the child and the tremendous mental and physical anguish and trauma experienced by Ross, who was awake while the doctor was attempting to remove the baby. I know, cray cray, it is horrible. I'm sorry, you guys. The Clayton County Police Department confirmed they have opened an investigation into the baby's death. Now, let's switch over. I want to see this. It says Atlanta Hospital tried to cover up baby's decapitation. Staff, it's claimed. I thought that they said they were being quiet, the staff. So let me just check this for a second. Informed by the funeral home, the lawyer did a press conference. Applied excessive traction. A statement from the hospital said Dr. St. Julian is not and never has been an employee of this hospital. Further, the hospital alleges that the little baby passed away in utero and was not killed during delivery. Really? I mean, I cannot. Oh, this poor family, this poor mother. I just, absolutely horrific, you guys. Let's check out this one. Oh my God Almighty. Hold up. Look at this, y'all. Because we're going to go until close to 9 when Melissa goes live. So, husband arrested for murdering National Guardsman wife a day after posting her missing flyer on Facebook. We're going to look at this. I have not actually seen that myself, and I'm interested. And then, boyfriend sees girlfriend performing sex acts on their dog after checking home security footage. What? I'm so sorry, Brandywine. I'm sorry, you guys. Yeah, thank God for the funeral home. Mallory. The doctor absolutely needs to be in jail. That is disgusting. Wow, Caddy Sunday. That is surprising. Let's look at this home security shit. What in the world? Salmonella, I know. That's like the reason I like to do these shows with you guys, because we look at and see so much that really, I haven't seen anywhere else. And boyfriend sees girlfriend. Let's hear. A Michigan woman was arrested this week for allegedly sexually abusing her dog. According to WJBK, Brittany McClure's boyfriend called police after seeing the assault on home security footage from their shared living room. Detective Philip Collip said the video shows McClure on the floor under a blanket when she opens the blanket and summons the dog. Collip alleged McClure called the dog Good Boy during the assault. It was plain as day his ex-girlfriend performing fellatio on their dog named Max in her attempts to get Max to reciprocate. McClure added that the filmed incident is the only time she performed sex acts on her dog. What? She claimed the filmed incident is the only time she performed acts. She's charged with sodomy and animal abuse. What in the hell, you guys? Can you imagine? You see somebody in your house like doing that to your dog? Ain't nobody better touch my dog. I would want to kill somebody, and you hear, good boy. What? You guys are shocked too. What in the F, you guys? For fuck's sake is right, nay. Nasty. Sick. How horrible, disgusting. WTF. Go to therapy. Unreal. Sickos. People are effed. I know, you guys. Nasty B. Lord have mercy. Sadly, not the first time I've heard this. Not so sure bestiality is actually a crime in some. What, Squeaky Wheel? Oh my God Almighty. For assaulting horses. Has she never heard of nightstand vibes? Apparently not. All right, let's check out this last one. Then I'm just going to hang out with you guys for a minute and chat. I have not seen this one, and I'm surprised. And I'm interested, actually, in it. It sounds, yeah, Husband arrested for, sounds like something I would be interested in following or covering. Husband arrested for murdering National Guardsman wife a day after posting her missing flyer on Facebook. So, the husband of an Alaska soldier who vanished on Sunday has been charged with her murder. Police announced on Friday. That was very quick, from Sunday to Friday. Zarius Hildebrand was arrested for Saria Hildebrand's slaying after Anchorage police visited the 21-year-old's apartment on Thursday. Family members said Zarius, an Army soldier, was the last person to see his wife, who is an Alaska Army National Guardsman, according to Alaska Public Media. KTUU reported her body was found prior to her husband's arrest. I'm going to try to go to the local news. Alaska news source. Details emerged in the arrest of husband. He was placed in custody. Officials with the department said the body of 21-year-old Saria Hildebrand was found, leading to her husband's arrest. Saria, who had been living in Anchorage with Zarius for roughly 6 months, has been missing since Sunday morning, according to her family. Both were members of the Alaska military and Joint Base Elmendorf-Richardson communities. Zarius is a cannon crew member assigned to the 2nd Infantry Brigade Combat Team, 11th Airborne Division at the Joint Base. Saria is also a member of the military, having joined the National Guard this year. She previously served in the Utah National Guard. Her family said she was last seen and heard from on Sunday around 10 a.m. near her Campbell Park apartment complex, where she lived with her husband. According to police, she left her apartment to go to work, but left her phone at home, which her family says is not normal for her. So Zarius posted on his Facebook page Wednesday night asking for help searching for her, more than 2 days after her family reported her missing. I'm going to have to check out his Facebook later. So he posted, updated information on my missing wife. Please share and repost. She's cute. Very cute. Asian American female, last wearing all black. According to charging documents from police, Zarius and Saria were out with friends on the night of August 5th, celebrating his 21st birthday. The report stated that he told police he and his wife returned home at night around 2 a.m. It later stated that a neighbor heard a gunshot around 2:45 a.m. from a nearby apartment, but did not go outside to investigate out of fear. Hildebrand told police Saria planned to go to work Sunday and left the apartment at 10 a.m. He told police she walked due to still being hungover and she didn't bring her phone. It also said a friend who was out with a couple on Saturday night told police Saria had no intentions of going to work Sunday and had plans on calling off. Several of her co-workers told police they got a text from her at 10:45 stating she was calling off work, with the charging doc state conflicted with Zarius' report she did not bring her phone with her to work. Hildebrand denied sending the text and could not explain how that happened. He told investigators that he, quote, didn't really worry about his wife until around 10 p.m. Sunday when he went out to look for her. He told investigators he waited till Monday evening to file the missing persons report because he believed she might show up and find it was a misunderstanding. Police found 2 pistols under the kitchen table, but he told police he only had 1 gun. According to documents, officers confirmed that Hildebrand made 3 separate purchases at Fred Meyer, including new bed sheets, peroxide, and an empty spray bottle. Also, officers said he was confirmed to have went to Lowe's and purchased a 96-gallon trash can with wheels. Investigators said a drone search on Thursday discovered evidence that ultimately led to Saria's body. Her mother, Meredith, flew up to Alaska to help look for her. And then she spoke out to reporters after his appearance in court, and she said, "She's just like the most amazing, precious child ever. She's just always been looking for the future, happy, and really loved. She loved everybody, and everyone loved her." When asked if she had any concerns about the relationship, she said, no, I did not. Not anything that wasn't abnormal for like newlywed people trying to figure out living together. She also said Zaria's calling from her phone was out of the ordinary. That's when she began to suspect something was not right. The National Guard released a statement. She will be sorely missed, they said, basically, and what brigade she was in and stuff like that. So he said she didn't take her phone, yet she sent a text at 10:45. Then he used her phone to call her mama. And, oh, thank God he was stupid. And he went and got this big trash can. Let me keep reading. Bye, Foxfire. Have a good night. And I love you guys. I love all you guys. You and everybody here. I hope you have a good night. Sarius. Sarius is the woman. He's Zarius with a Z. So Saria is her, and then Zarius is him. The next door neighbor spoke out and said that Saria was super sweet, and the couple had 2 dogs together. She said they were always together, which is what I told police that they were here, that they were always together when they came in, and when they left, I always saw them together. So it was kind of surprised to hear that all of a sudden she was missing on her way to work, because they were always together, which is really hard for me to understand. The same neighbor reported seeing Zarias hours after he's suspected of killing his wife. It was Sunday. Our fire alarms kept going off this week, and we had talked about the fire alarm system, but he didn't show me any kind of inclination that maybe something was off. So that was a surprise. So, the family has created a GoFundMe. We'll check that out. Let's see what you guys are saying. Lurk mode for me tonight, doing 10 things. Just 10? I do that all the time. There are so many times that I'll go in chats, especially if they're nighttime chats, like Melissa's. Sometimes I do this, or where I don't say anything because I'm just not in a mood, but I want to listen. And I have premium YouTube, so I'll just have my phone off, but I'll still have like the YouTube going. Complete disregard for human life. You're right, Carol. It's unbelievable, too, how many of these cases, where's my cigarettes, that happen that, you just don't see on the news. I mean, God, the hospital one is horrible. Rachel's is one I'm quite interested in. We have that man who kills his wife on a live stream. I mean, unbelievable. The people hurting kids, the men meeting up with young kids, the women who are having sex parties with teenagers. Just disgusting. Close to the same size the ones used for curbside pickup. Yeah, that's, I think, pretty big, right? I do that too, Alex. Yeah, sometimes you're just not like, I don't know, just not like into socializing. Lurk mode, that's when I talk to the screen. Premium YouTube is the best. I'll never go back. I love it too, Leonard Amber, because I can listen to stuff and it doesn't get my phone. Oh, God, Carol, the dog. I cannot believe she was caught by him looking at their surveillance. Like, damn. I'd hardly call him a man. Which case, like, that we talked about today, hit, like, interested or touched you guys the most? I do too, Mary Jane. Or I'll say hi, set my phone down because something's going on at home, and I know I miss people in the chat, which I don't like. I feel bad. I don't ever want somebody to feel like I, intentionally did that. Hey, Crime Time with Mal. Okay, I sure will. Love you too. And yeah, I hope everything's okay. I'm just about done. I just wanted to chat with you guys for a minute about it all. We live among idiot robots. I want to do another freaking UFO live on Real Talk because I've been watching like some stuff on TikTok, and then what was it I saw on YouTube that made me think? I think it was Ryan Upchurch. He like had a video about UFOs. I didn't watch it, but it just made me think. I want to look and see what new ones are out, especially since they had that hearing and everything. The Pac-Man killing was horrible. I did not watch the video. Gross. Meta Mom. I am always a lurker. I listen to True Crime Lives daily, nightly while cooking, cleaning, working. I love that, Meta Mom. That's the way I am too. It helps. Like it helps you stay out of your own mind. Cause like I'm the type of person where I sit there and I'm like, I'll start thinking like, okay, my parents are 63 and 64, not going to have forever with them. And then I'll just worry. Then I'm like, gosh, I sure hope that my kids don't get this rare illness that I just read about on, the news or I don't know. And then my mind's just like, dun, 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 it just goes. So if I have something to listen to, I don't do that as much and it helps my anxiety. Blue petunias. The lady blowing her dog is pretty well. Like, if your man's not hitting it right, find a new one, honey. Not a dog. Exactly. A vibrator. Something. There's got to be an answer. Sometimes, too. If I don't at least say hello, then I'm just having a migraine or just one of those days. Totally agree. Kay in Maine, did you miss that one? Oh, yeah. So this girl was arrested because her boyfriend was going through their like home security footage and saw footage of her. She's laying under a blanket and she's like, come here, boy. Starts they this is what it said, performing fellatio on the dog and trying to get it to do it back, and she was saying good boy while she was doing it. Oh my god, that's me too. I'm usually just listening. Hey, A2B moving. Do you add salt or vinegar at any stage when you dye something? No, Queen of Hearts, I don't. But that is interesting. I've tried, like, I've used soda ash. I think the best is just, and I've bought really expensive like those powder dyes and that come in the like little tub. They were expensive. I don't remember the name, but they're well known in that industry, and I swear they did not work as well as just going to like Hobby Lobby and getting the sets and using it. Now soda ash, they say that it makes the color stay longer. As long as I've learned this, not drying them, letting them hang dry helps a lot with keeping them looking bright, fresh, and keeping from holes. Because if you're using bleach, they will naturally distress, which looks cute. But if it's too much, it doesn't look cute. You read these cases and realize how mentally stable you actually are. Oh, we love you, Richie. Yes, Kate, it was horrible. Doggy style is not meant to be taken taken literally. No, I need an ear cleansing. Grateful middle aged cat. All of these cases are awful. The mom dying alone on the birthday. Feel terrible for her kids. Oh, God, that one was horrible. And I'm sorry. They need to be held accountable for that. The club and the people, in my opinion, that, just stand there taking pictures and videos. Yeah, Queen of Hearts. Yep, with the bottles. And also, you can, like, that look on Amazon because you probably found the best variety. There's a lot of cool little sets on there, but even like I've bought like more organic or like these small brands that swear they have better ingredients and stuff, but they just didn't work as well. They really didn't. I think that, and I've tried a lot of them. Mary Jane Doe at Hobby Lobby or Amazon or maybe Walmart. I think it's at Walmart now. We should do a live one night, just like doing that, because I have a few I need to do anyways. Um, and also, I just like to do it for fun. I just don't know that I could get the camera angle correct, or I'm not sure how I would make that work. Hey, bad girl Mari, pretty petty love, 2221. How are you? People do suck. They definitely do. Before we go, let's take a look at something. I want to go over to TikTok for just a second and look and see what's been put over there about Rachel today, because that's one that is, yeah, I think that we'll find a thing or two on it. One day ago,
I'm not sure how true this is, but this is Richard Tobin, the boyfriend of now deceased, she was murdered, Rachel Morin, that they found on the Ma and Pa trail. This was a text that he had, I think, a guy named Eddie Lund, I'm not sure, but what do you guys think about this? First thing he asked when they say that I'm not sure how true.
So these are messages with the boyfriend. Oh my gosh, my phone isn't out here either. So Crime Time with Mel had sent me a screenshot of one of the groups, or no, from I think from one of the groups, but it was like under her picture where I guess that, or under the relationship status where her ex-husband's like, be good to her, buddy, with a bunch of knives, and he's like, I will be. So I thought that was kind of interesting. Crafty lives. Aw, thank you, Squeaky Wheel. I don't have, you know what? I don't really have much of a life either, besides like my kids taking them to sports or the stores or something like that. But as far as personal life with like friends in person, I don't even know what that means. All my friends are on my on the computer. And you know what? I like it that way because you can talk to them as much as you want, but you also like have your space if you're a little bit of a hermit or that kind of thing. Thank you, Queen of Hearts. I bet you they do, Mary Jane Doe. I bet you they do if they have tie-dye stuff. Nay, they had some really sick ones today. I wanted to get some. Maybe I'll go back out to Walmart. TJ Maxx had some really cool Halloween stuff, but I was like, if I buy this, then I'm giving in and summer's over. I can't buy it. I got to come back. Hey, Buttercup. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we're going to wrap it up by 9. I'm a hermit too. So, anyways, Rachel's boyfriend says, I have a serious matter to deal with, and people are assholes. And the person says, I hope she shows
This
up,
is,
man.
but this is Richard Tobin, the boyfriend.
And he
Trail.
says,
This was
then someone says they found her. And Richard said, is she alive? And he said, look on Hartford Fire blog. Why would you ask if she's alive, bro? That's suspect AF. So that's kind of interesting. Another thing, the psychic sleuth, she's been right a bunch of times. She's just a psychic, but I gotta say, she says that like she thinks it could be a woman, which is very interesting. We'll see. Let's see what Nancy Grace said.
We are learning more and more about the discovery of the body of a gorgeous young mom, Rachel Morin.
The bugs are coming
She's
out.
just absolutely stunning. What we're learning is that Rachel Morin's body was found near the Ma and Pa Trail, on the Ma and Pa Trail. And this was in Bel Air, Maryland,
Ooh,
about
Merv. I need to get a
30
target.
to 50
Okay,
minutes from Baltimore. It's a remote trail. It's a very popular trail. She was found near a tunnel. She was completely naked, lying on her back, exposed to the wilderness. It looked as if someone was trying to erase her identity. One whole side of her head was bashed in.
why is she repeating that? This is such a problem. Why can they not just do it factually? I don't understand. It's just like that damn Idaho 4 article. Like, you know what? This is the thing. He put out that stupid freaking article we did the other day. Um, Two of you guys said that, and we're going to talk about that just a second. But let me just say, this stupid article that freaking airmail put out that we read, there was some interesting parts. I was curious, like the pool party and the beginning about their, the defensive strategy and stuff. But when they start connecting Emma Bailey and D, or whatever his name is, to it, not based on nothing. There is no factual evidence at all. I don't understand how people can say they don't have enough on Brian, but they did it. These people did it because they knew them, or they went to the same party possibly, or whatever. Well, after that, I've seen today a very large channel posting a video where they're reading the article, and the title is Howard Bloom Finds Connection to Emily whatever from Idaho, Idaho 4 to Emma Bailey. And it's like, no, he didn't. There is no connection, and it was lies. Why are it spirals out of control? This man that came forward talking about how Rachel was found, the police have already said he does not, that's not the case. But now we have Nancy Grace going on. The police have been very tight-lipped about that. I don't understand. Now, two of you guys, Mallory says, I love that Nancy points that out. Like, what if she was just regular looking? Does that matter? Leonard Amber says, can I ask, why does beauty matter when it comes to death? I don't know why, but it pisses me off when they say, oh, so pretty or handsome. Why does it matter? It doesn't matter. Okay, this is the thing. First of all, I will say I'm guilty of it, but not intentionally. But say, like, we're looking at something and, like, we skip to the next picture, and it's just like the thought I have in my head, like, wow, she's such a beautiful girl or something, then I might say it out loud. However, you're right. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. But the facts are that the pretty girls, the pretty white blonde girls, get lots of coverage. The beautiful African American women, the beautiful Hispanic women, the beautiful Mexican women, even if they're beautiful, even if they're not, but I'm just saying, even if they are, they still don't get any coverage. It doesn't matter. Everyone should get coverage. It doesn't matter how they look. They might be beautiful to somebody else if they're not beautiful to you, right? But it doesn't work that way, and it is so frustrating. So I feel y'all's frustration with that, although I am honestly guilty of it, because I will say, like yesterday, we were looking at Catherine Schneider, and she is just such a precious young girl, and it's hard not to notice how just breathtakingly beautiful she is, right? So you think about it, and it comes out. However, it doesn't matter. They all deserve the coverage, and found her quickly compared to police. Oh, Patricia, that's awesome. I cannot wait. I'm so glad you reminded me, because I've been waiting on this all day, and it's just now getting dark here. That is so freaking awesome, Patricia. I'm so happy to hear that. You guys, tonight there is the Perseid meteor shower, I think it's called. It's the best night to view it. It's been happening for weeks, technically, but tonight is supposed to be like very special. Welcome, Queen of Hearts. Thank you for joining. Mallory, you're exactly right. If they looked not as beautiful, well, let me tell you what. I covered a case that happened right around the same time in North Carolina. It was Lyric and Devin, Lyric Woods and Devin Clark, and he still the perp has not went to trial yet, but it was they were cute kids. I mean, beautiful kids, but they were not white and blonde, and the boy was a black boy, and she was a young little, she was white, but they got no coverage. And they were killed by another kid that went to school with them and knew them, a 17-year-old. He was also black. That story got no coverage. At the same time, you see this group of teenagers from Idaho blowing up, and then you have this other group of teenagers, and they're not being talked about at all. Their case is also quite mysterious. You would think that it would interest people, but it just doesn't. And I don't know. It's the truth. No malicious. Squeaky wheel. It's like Petito. Yep, you guys are right. Hey, Aries. People matter. All people. Oh, Rainbow Mom, I think you'd be described as beautiful. And you know what? Like I said, it really matters. If you're beautiful on the inside, then you're beautiful on the outside. It shines through. It truly does. So, yeah, when do you hear when they were ugly AF? It's societal training that makes it come out, same as babies. So handsome, cute, heartbreaker, football star. We just have to keep aware. You're right, grateful middle-aged cat mom. Be aware of it. What you talking about, Miss Claus? Titanic, I have the best birthday. The meteor shower is always strong. Aw, happy birthday, Leonard Amber. I didn't know it was your birthday. Happy birthday. I live locally to Bel Air, so this is super eerie to me. I bet, Elsie. Headphones, hello. Tired of it, period. I don't like lies either. I don't think anybody feels good if, they're lied on. Can't wait for the meteor shower. Well, you guys go out there tonight and check it out. Mallory, mine too. Matter of fact, when I first had like Bentley and he just started to act out like he was a couple years old, but one of the first times I was getting on to him, I was like, you need to stop being so ugly. And his dad was like, whoa, hold up, wait a minute, why are you saying that? And I was like, like his attitude is ugly. You know what I mean? Not his looks. He's the cutest damn kid in the world. But no, I'm just kidding. But you know, I'm not kidding. But you know what I mean. But yeah, my grandma said that too. Stop acting so ugly, or you're being ugly right now. Yeah. All right, you guys. So Miss Melissa has a live at 9. I'm gonna go over there and listen to it while I try to get my boys to listen to me about this meteor shower. I bought a projector, you guys, like at the beginning of summer, and we still haven't used it. But I didn't buy like the white board to project it on. But the Nightbot command didn't work. Can you guys hear me? Something happening to my internet. Hello. Oh no. Oh, Riddler, I just seen your comment. It's been one of the best 9 months of my life. You are so sweet. Thank you. That is so sweet. And Rainbow Mom, it's a privilege to be a member of this channel. Thank you. I'm so sorry I missed those, you guys. You guys are the bomb. Thank you so much. If you can hear me, can y'all hear me? I'm going to refresh. I'll be right back because we're about to leave, but can y'all hear me? You can't hear me. Oh my gosh. Okay, you could hear me fine. Some couldn't hear me, some could. I am so sorry. Neat Noodle, that's what I think I'm going to do. Hang a thing on the wall. Thank you, Nate. I tried to drop Melissa's command, but my internet was messing up. So, yeah, I hope you guys will go out and look at the meteor shower. I can now. What the hell? I'm so sorry, you guys. I hope you guys will go out and look and let me know if you see a lot. Who you are on the inside is what makes you beautiful. We're back. Oh, well, out of here. We can't hear you. I hear you. Thank you. Headphones, I'm so glad you got to come say hi too. Thank all of you guys for being here. I enjoy hanging out, and even though we're talking about the most disgusting things that happen in our society, at least we get to do it together. But yeah, join me over at Melissa's. I'm going to go listen to her while I try to get them to come outside with me, maybe get a blanket or something like that. And yeah, I will see you tomorrow. Thank you for being here. I love and appreciate you guys. I really do. I love when you hit the mute button. Kay, my internet just messed up. I didn't hit the mute button. But I do that on a regular basis. Aries, I think it's everywhere. The meteor shower should be pretty much visible to everybody from the way that I understand it. So yeah. All right. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Have a great night, and I will see you soon. Please go subscribe to the wonderful channels that have been being dropped in the chat because they are allthebomb.com. It's an asteroid tail that the planet goes through each year. So cool, Leonard Amber. All right, you guys. Have a great night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.